I'm a senior data analyst, and over the past few months, I've started using AI more and more on the job. In this video, I'll tell you about 5 specific ways that I use AI to make me a better data analyst. Over the past couple of years, AI has burst onto the scene and into a lot of our lives, and with that comes a lot of questions. For data analytics, these questions include, is AI going to take all of our jobs? Should data analysts use AI? And if so, how should data analysts use AI? The answers are no, AI is not going to take all of the data analyst jobs. 2, yes, you should use AI once you get some experience as a data analyst first. And then number 3, in this video, I'll tell you how I use AI as a data analyst, and that will give you ideas for how you can use AI as a data analyst. Remember, every data analyst is different, so other analysts may use AI differently, more or less than I do, but these are 5 ways that I personally use AI on the job. Last thing, whenever I talk about using AI on my job, for me, that means using Microsoft Copilot. That's just what's available to me. You could do all of these same things with ChatGPT or many other AI chatbots. Okay, the first way that I use AI on the job is writing SQL code. I'm listing this one first because it is actually the one that I do the least. Whenever I'm writing SQL in the job, I'm usually writing a lot of select, from, where, simple case statements, and joins. And usually it's just a lot quicker and even more fun for me to write the SQL myself than spend a few minutes explaining to AI what I want it to do. However, I do occasionally break out AI if I'm stuck on something or I'm writing a query with incredibly complex logic. What I do is I'll spend a few minutes typing out to AI what I'm trying to do, and then it will either give me the code I need, or it might just help me solve the specific problem I'm stuck on, or sometimes it's no help at all, and I'll have to use YouTube or Google or something else to help me fix that problem. But I'm not using AI just to use it. I only use it if it makes my job easier, and for SQL, it's rarely easier to type out everything that I need AI to write than to just write it myself. The second way that I use AI on the job is writing complex Excel formulas. Just like with SQL, much of the time it is quicker for me to just write an Excel formula myself, but sometimes when I need to write an Excel formula with, again, really complex logic, it is actually much quicker for me to tell AI what I need rather than me spending 10 or 15 minutes playing around with Excel trying to figure it out myself. One recent example of this is I had a really weirdly formatted date column in Excel and I could not figure it out. A normal left or right Excel formula wouldn't fix the problem, so I pasted one of these dates into Copilot. I told it the exact format I was looking for, and then after a few tries, it gave me what I wanted, and it worked, and it was one of the most complicated Excel formulas I'd ever seen, but if it works, it works. The third way I use AI as a data analyst is writing DAX code. For anyone that doesn't know, DAX is a coding language used in Power BI to write things like formulas. I've used DAX for a long time, but I don't use it all that often, so I'm very slow at writing my own DAX. Therefore, it is quicker for me to tell Copilot what code I'm trying to write and then check it myself afterwards. All I do is I tell the AI exactly what I want to do, whether that's creating a calculated column, a measure, or something else, and usually it gives me the right output. The key here is I know enough about DAX to fact check it. I can go and read the code that it gave me and make sure it all looks correct. And then I also go in afterward and check the output that it gives me, so what the data looks like after whatever I did to it, and make sure that all looks good. And that is why you gotta be a little bit hesitant to jump into AI as a new data analyst, because you wanna make sure that you understand enough about SQL or DAX before you just let AI run with it and just go with whatever it gave you. The fourth way I use AI on the job is modeling data in Python and interpreting the results. I have a bit of prior experience modeling data, however that was way back in college and using coding languages like R. So over the past few months, I've been working really hard to relearn data modeling, this time in Python. And it has been super helpful to paste the code that I write into AI and have it check it for me, have it critique my code, have it critique my model, and then even once I've run my model and it spits out the output, I paste that output back into AI and have it make sure that I'm interpreting the results correctly. I don't rely on AI solely for all of this. I've taken several courses, I've read a bunch of articles, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and I've even worked with data scientists that work for my company, but it's definitely a super helpful resource to have in my back pocket. Finally, the fifth way that I use AI as a senior data analyst is to boost my learning. This has been especially helpful while relearning statistics and data modeling. If I'm watching a video or taking a course and I have a question, I can't go and ask the YouTube creator or course creator to answer that question for me. So instead, I'm able to ask AI and get immediate feedback. I found this to be incredibly helpful to avoid roadblocks while learning and also make sure that I'm learning everything thoroughly. Throughout all of the different ways I use AI on the job, the most important thing is that I know enough about everything that I'm using AI to help me with to not solely rely on the AI. AI spits out the wrong output or something that doesn't work all of the time, so you have to know enough about whatever you're using to be able to fact check whatever the AI gave you. Anyway, I hope this video helps. Let me know in the comments if you use AI as a data analyst, and if so, what you use it for. And if you want to become a data analyst, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I post a brand new video every single week, helping you become the best data analyst that you can be. And with that, I'll see you next week.